bow to beginner level, oh, second degree black sash for beginner level students, thank you. Before we begin, go ahead and pick up your sash, give it to your mom or dad. We have one award, Barrett, right? Xanon Barrett. To orange sash in Kung Fu. Okay. Lift up your arms. You can retie it how you like later. Stay there. All right, right foot. All right. Congratulations. We'll look at that camera, and then we'll look at mom and dad's camera. All right, very good. Congratulations. All right, please give your attention now to Apprentice Instructor Kelly. She's going to lead you through your warm-up in your class.
Yes, sir. 75 jumping jacks. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push-up position. First set of 10 push-ups. Begin. 1, ma'am. 2, ma'am. 3, ma'am. 4, ma'am. 5, ma'am. 6, ma'am. 7, ma'am. 8, ma'am. 9, ma'am. 10, ma'am. Rest kneeling. We've expanded.
Looks better.
Yes.
Yeah.
More space.
Definitely. Diagram snap.
I know. It's good.
Yeah.
So we have some bubbles. So really in black sash training master's class, you guys are just gonna have to try to pull the mats the whole time. Second set.
Yes, ma'am.
Begin. 1, ma'am. 2, ma'am. 3, ma'am. 4, ma'am. 5, ma'am. 6, ma'am. 7, ma'am. 8, ma'am. 9, ma'am. 10, ma'am. Yes, of course. 1, ma'am. 2, ma'am. 3, ma'am. 4, ma'am. 5, ma'am. 6, ma'am. 7, ma'am. 8, ma'am. 9, ma'am. 10, ma'am. On your back for bicycle crunches.
Ma'am.
First set of 25, begin. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5
ma'am,
6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8
ma'am,
9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14
ma'am,
15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am, 1 ma'am,
2 ma'am,
3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am. Rest. Second set,
Yes, ma'am.
begin. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am, 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am. Last set,
Yes, ma'am.
begin. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am, 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am. Sit up, feet straight out in front, reach up, bend forward, touch your toes.
Yes, ma'am.
1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Bend one leg in, reach up, bend forward, touch your toes. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Switch sides. Reach up, bend forward, touch your toes. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Bottom of the feet together.
Yes, ma'am.
flap your tiger ears since we're on tiger unit.
Heard that one.
We actually came up with it in the adult class, funny enough.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, what is it? What should this be for tiger? Push the knees down, back held straight. Bend forward, touch your nose to your toes or as low as you can go. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Feet wide apart, lift yourself up and turn to your right. Turn and shift to the other side.
Yes, ma'am.
Back to center, a seated angle, legs wide apart. Palms up, back straight. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Reach to one side. Ma'am. Reach to the other side. Widen your stretch if you can. Reach to both sides. Touch your head to the floor or as low as you can go. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Last stretch, feet straight out in front, bend one leg back and lean back. Switch sides. Now.
Yes, ma'am.
additional stretches. Last class, we started a new unit. We're on our tiger unit. We went through all of our stances last time because we had a lot of advanced students in the class. And then we're going to go back and we're going to look at each move and try to get all the details down. So if this is only your second or third time going through tiger and you're not familiar with the sequence yet, that just means the order that the stance is going, that's okay. You will learn that with time and repetition. So every class we're going to run through all of our stances. So if you're not sure which stance comes next, it's okay to look at me, it's okay to look at leadership to see what's coming next. So you don't have to know the sequence yet, but try to see if you can focus on that and try to get the names down as we go through. So we're going to start out, we're just going to run through all of our tiger stances. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
And go, can you stand back next to Crystal on that block? Right, that's perfect, yes. Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Open tiger claws, say tay, tie, pay. Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Bow stance right.
Bow stance right.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Bow stance left.
Bow stance left.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Cat stance right.
Cat stance right.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Cat stance left.
Cat stance left.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Cross stance right.
Cross stance right.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Cross stance left.
Cross stance left.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Crane stance right.
Crane stance right.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Crane stance left.
Crane stance left.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Jump to kneeling right.
Jump to kneeling right.
Dragon stance right.
Dragon stance right.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Jump to kneeling left.
Jump to kneeling left.
Dragon stance left.
Dragon stance left.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Feet together. All right, so we spend a lot of time in our horse stance when we're going through our tiger stances. So when we're in our horse stance, we want to make sure that we're bending those knees a lot. It's going to burn your thighs. And you want to make sure that you're tucking your hips in. So don't stick your bottom out. Try to tuck your hips in and make a straight line with your spine. And we want to push those arms out, straight but not straight, bent but not bent. And we're going to push out with the palm heel, that's this part of your hand, right here. All right, let's give it a shot. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Open tiger claws, say tay, tie, pay.
Tay, tie, pay.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Those are some good looking horse stances. Bow stance right.
Bow stance right.
When we're in our bow stance, we want to make sure the front leg is bent and the back leg is straight. Very good. Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Bow stance left.
Bow stance left.
Same thing on this side. We want to make sure that front leg is bent and the back leg is straight. Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Feet together. All right, our next stance is our cat stance. So our cat stance, unlike our horse stance, we can stick our bottoms out a little bit. So when we're doing our cat stance, if you want to know how to get into a good one, go ahead, step your feet shoulder width apart, and then slide that right foot forward until you can't slide it anymore. So if you slid it a little bit more, it would come off the floor. So slide just with the toes, and then from there, sink down, bend those knees, and push your bottom out. We're going to have one claw clawing out, and the other claw is going to be right here, protecting our solar plexus. Yes, very good. And make sure that you're just touching with the toes. If I came and I tried to sweep you, you would be able to lift up your foot, yes, and set it back down without losing your balance. If I can sweep you, very nice. Good, yes. So you want to make sure that you're able to lift that foot without shifting any of your weight. Let's go ahead and try it on the other side. So put your feet about shoulder width apart. Slide that left foot forward till you can't anymore. And then bend those knees. It's okay to stick your bottom out a little bit. And then push out with your left hand. Right hand's going to be right here by your solar plexus. Good. So you should be able to lift that foot without shifting any weight.
I think I had a tendency to put it more in front. That's wrong, huh? You want it more to the
Yeah, so you want to be balanced. So
Yeah.
always our shoulder width is a good place to start to be balanced
okay.
because we walk around like this all the time, right?
Yeah.
So we're always practicing our balance from shoulder width apart. Good question. So for those at home, you want to make sure that you have your feet about shoulder width apart. It doesn't have to be exact. And you don't want to step that foot out in front. That's going to put you a little bit off balance, right? So you want to make sure your foot's out to the side a little bit. Good question. All right, let's go ahead and try it with the rest of our stances. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Open tiger claws. Say tay, tie, pay.
Tay, tie, pay.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Bow stance right.
Horse stance right.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Bow stance left.
Horse stance left.
Here it is. Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Cat stance right.
Cat stance right.
Make sure you have no weight in that front foot, that you can lift it up. Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Cat stance left.
Cat stance left.
Same thing on this side. Check to make sure. Very good. Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Feet together. All right, our next stance is our cross stance. It can be a little bit tricky. So we'll start again from our shoulder width. And then I want you to take that right foot, step it behind, and a little bit kind of diagonal to your heel. And then sink down. You want your right thigh to go past your left calf. Very good. And then we're going to have our left hand blocking up so that it's protecting our head. And our right hand is going to be blocking down. Very good. Come out of it.
Where do you put the weight on this foot? Do you keep it on the ball right
So
there?
it should be pretty evenly distributed throughout your...
Across the whole foot?
Yeah, so you want to have like ball contact with the sides of the foot and then also your heel. So it should be very stable.
Okay.
And then for your right foot, or the foot that you're stepping behind with, you want to be just on the ball of your foot. So most of your weight is going to be on that front leg, and then this leg is more of a support. So just on the ball, make sure you don't set that heel down. That is not a cross stance. You're just standing funny if you're doing that. All right, so let's try it on the other side. So go ahead, take your left foot, step it behind, and then sink down. So one common mistake with the cross stance is leaning forward instead of sinking in the legs. We don't want to lean forward because then we're off balance. So we want to make sure that we're sinking and keeping our upper body mostly upright. Very good. And then we're going to block with our right, block up with our right, and block down with our left. Very good. Go ahead, come out of it. Shake it out. That one's pretty tough on your legs. Will definitely give you strong quads for sure. Go ahead, reach up, bend forward, touch your toes. Try to keep your legs straight. come back up. Grab one leg, pull it back. Just like when you do your crane stance, if you're doing this stretch, it's good to find a spot that's not moving and look at that. That will help you to keep your balance. So don't look at a person because they're moving. Try to find a spot like on the wall. Switch sides. And feet together. All right, let's go ahead and run our tiger stances. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Open tiger claws. Say hey, tie, hey.
Hey, tie, hey.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Bow stance right.
Horse stance right.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Bow stance left.
Bow stance left.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Hat stance right.
Hat stance right.
Do you have any weight in that front foot? Very good. Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Hat stance left.
Hat stance left.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Cross stance right.
Cross stance right.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Cross stance left.
Cross stance left.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Crane stance right.
Crane stance right.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Crane stance left.
Crane stance left.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Jump to kneeling right.
Jump to kneeling right.
Dragon stance right.
Dragon stance right.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Jump to kneeling left.
Jump to kneeling left.
Dragon stance left.
Dragon stance left.
Horse stance center.
Horse stance center.
Feet together. All right, you might have noticed we were in our crane stance a little bit longer than our other stances. That's because our crane stance is actually a resting stance in our tiger stances. Xanon's looking like you're absolutely crazy. That is not resting. But really, we're giving our legs a break, right? Because we're doing all these really low stances. And then we finally get to hang out in a high stance. And once you learn how to do the crane stance, you can kind of just hang out in it. So next class, we're going to talk more about how to do a good crane stance. We're going to end with a cliffhanger.
All right.
Let's go ahead and bow out. We follow the 5 hearts: faith, respect, perseverance, patience, and humility. Bow to second degree black sash, intermediate, beginner level students, everybody at home. Great job, basic training.